Hi, today we'll discuss about the object-oriented programming language. Actually, the programming languages are two types. One is the procedure-oriented programming language, and the other thing is the object-oriented programming language. I'm sorry, I'll write here. The types is one is the procedural-oriented programming language, and the second one is sorry, yeah, and the second one is object oriented programming language. Okay, yeah, what is procedure oriented programming language and what is object oriented programming language? Procedure oriented programming language is nothing but it's a collection of methods, just like a C language. C language is nothing but it's a collection of methods, right? Wherever we want to do some function, we'll write the method. That is nothing but we'll write the function. Okay, it's nothing but it's a collection of methods. That is procedural oriented programming language. Okay, object oriented programming language is nothing but it's a collection of classes. Okay, it's a collection of classes. You'll get to know the differences about these things in further. You just got this point, right? The procedural oriented programming language is nothing but it's a collection of methods, whereas the object oriented programming language, it's a collection of classes. Okay, first of all, to learn these object programming language, we should know about the OOPS principles. OOPS principles. Okay, what are the OOPS principles? There are four OOPS principles is there. The one is encapsulation. Okay, and the second one is abstraction, and third one is inheritance, and fourth one is polymorphism. Okay, what are the OOPS principles? These are the very important: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. Okay, to learn about all these things, before going to learn about all these things, what we had to do to achieve these principles. Okay, to achieve these principles, we should learn the two concepts. Okay, one is the class, one is class, and the second one is object. Okay, now we will see what is class and what is object. Okay, class is nothing but it's a collection of states and behaviors. Okay, class is nothing but it's a collection of states and behaviors. Okay, now we will see what is states and what is behaviors. States is nothing but a variables. States is nothing but a variables. Nothing but a field. States is nothing but a field which holds some value. Okay, whose value can be changed, is nothing but a variable, right? And behaviors is nothing but block a block which is used to define something, that is called as a behaviors. Okay, I'll write here, you will get some clarity. Okay, states is nothing but a field which holds some value, whose value can be changed. Nothing but a variable. Okay, what are the types of variables is there in OOPS? Okay, there are three types of variables is present in the object oriented programming language. What are the types of variables? We will see. One is the local variable. One is local variable and the second one is instance variable. And third one is static variable. Okay. Local variables is nothing but the variables which we will declare inside the method is called as a local variable. Where we declare these variables, the variables which we declare inside the method is called as a local variable. What is instance variable? Instance variable is nothing but these variables we declare inside the class outside the method without using any keyword is called as a instance variables. What is this? Instance variables is nothing but the variables which we declare inside the class and outside the method is called as instance variable. Okay, will not use any keyword. Okay, remember this. The syntax for this is just for the local variables int a equals to some 8 etc. Okay, for this thing also int b is equals to some 10. Okay, just we'll declare the instance variables inside the class outside the method. Okay, you'll get the detailed information about this while doing the programs. Okay, now you just see the introduction. Okay, now we will see static variable. Static variable means the variable which we declare inside the class outside the method by using the static keyword. Okay, what is this? The difference between the instance variable and static variable means we didn't use any keyword in while declaring the instance variable. We will use the static keyword while declaring the static variable. Okay, what is that keyword? Static. Okay, we'll declare this inside the class and outside the method by using static keyword. Okay, then static keyword. Okay, right. Example for this is a static string name. Okay, suppose Sai. This is how we declare means by using the static keyword. Okay, now I understood about the states, right? Now we will see about the behaviors. Behaviors is nothing but uh, a block which we use it to define something. Behaviors is nothing but a block. That's it. Block which we use it to define. Okay, is called as a behaviors. Okay, if you what are the examples for the behaviors means if you take the method is one example for the behavior. Constructor, event, those are the black blocks. Okay, whatever the function we'll write within that block. So this is called as a behaviors. I'll write the examples here. Methods, constructors, events, properties, etc. Okay, all those things. Okay, now we will see about methods. Okay, what is method? Method is also called as a function, you know, right? Okay, we'll see the syntax how to declare the function or the method. Okay, access modifier, return type, method name, and these are the parameters. And the block, here we'll write the logic. Okay, this is the syntax. Okay, what we'll write: the access modifier and return type and method name and parameters and logic. Okay, this thing, what is this? This is the thing, the wherever I'm putting the cursor, this whole thing is called as a function head. What we call this? We'll call as a function head. This thing is called as a function body. Okay, wherever this round brackets, this one and this one, is called as signature. What is the signature? Sorry, this is called as a signature. Okay, what we declare inside the signature? We'll declare the parameters, right? Now you'll get one doubt: what is parameters, right? The variables which we declare inside the signature is called as a parameters. Okay, I'll write here parameters. Okay, parameters is nothing but the variables which we declare inside the method signature is called as a parameters. You observe this, I wrote here the variables, right? I wrote the variables. Why I'm calling the variables? Because here, if whatever the declaration, see, if you observe any method, suppose I'll define one method. Suppose access modifier is public, okay, and return type is nothing. I'll write void, and the method name is add. Okay, here the parameters are int a comma int b, and in the function body I'll write the logic. Okay, this one is the logic. See, if you observe the parameters, it's just like a variable declaration, right? How we declare the variables? We'll declare the data type and data type and variable name. So the declaration of the parameters is similar like the variables declaration, right? So that I am here I am using the variables which we declare inside the method signature is called as a parameters. Okay, it's called as a parameters. Okay, now we will see what are the types of parameters. Types of parameters. Actually, there are two types of parameters. For this thing, you should learn about the what is the function definition and what is the function calling. Okay, so that you will understand the types of parameters. Okay, anyhow, I'll introduce the types of parameters now. The first one is the actual parameters, and the second one is the formal parameters. Okay. Okay, what is actual parameters? What is formal parameters means? For this thing, you should understand that what is what is the called function, what is the calling function. Okay, see here. Suppose I'll write the example so that you'll understand. Suppose I'm taking one class here. Suppose class is my class, and here I'm declaring one method. Sorry, I'm defining one method just like by using the syntax of the method. What is that? The first one is the access modifier, that is a public, and I'm not returning anything, so void, and the method name is add, and parameters are int a comma int b. Okay, okay, in the function body we'll write the logic here. Int c is equals to a plus B. Okay, console dot write line, addition is C. Okay, yeah. After this class is I'm closing this class. We have a default class, right? That is a program. Okay, I want to use that method. Okay, for this thing you just understand this because you don't know the concept about the object. But to use that class, which class, that is the add class, um, I should take the help of the object. Okay, you'll understand why we should take the help of the object. You'll understand. Okay, suppose here I'm just creating the object for my class. My class obj new my class. I'll tell you how to create the object also. I'll tell you. You don't know the syntax. This is the creation. This is the syntax to create the object. I'll tell you in further class in detail. Okay, now obj dot add. Here see. Here I'm passing the a comma b value, right? So here I should pass some value, right? 10 comma 5. Right? You understood, right? Yeah. From this thing, I'll select this. This is the program. Okay, here I'm defining the function. Here I'm defining the function. Okay, this is called as a called function. What we call this? This is called as a called function. Whereas this, here I'm calling the function. I'm calling which function? I'm calling this function. Sorry. Here actually I just missed out the main method. Static void main. Oops, okay. Yeah, okay. Here I am creating the object for the my class and I'm calling the add method, right, by using the object. Here I'm passing the parameters. This whatever we are calling the function definition. So this is called as a calling function. Whatever the parameters we are passing in the calling function is called as a actual parameters. What we call this? This is called as a actual parameters. So you understood, right? What is actual parameter means? The calling function parameters is called as a actual parameters. Calling function parameters is called as actual parameters. Okay. Okay. Whatever the okay, okay, whatever the parameters we are declaring in the called function is called as a formal parameters. See, here I am declaring the parameters like the variable, right? Just like the data type and variable name. This thing, this type of declaration, whatever the parameters we are declaring inside the function definition or the called function is called as a formal parameters. So can I say that the called function parameters is called as a called function parameters is called as formal parameters. What we call this is called as a formal parameters, right? These are the actual parameters and these are the formal parameters. Okay, one second. Yeah, Okay, this is about, I think, I'll just review once. I told you what we discussed today. Today we discussed about the types of programming approaches. So the first one is the procedural oriented approach, and the second one is the object oriented approach. I told you about the procedure oriented approach is nothing but it's a collection of methods, whereas object oriented is a collection of classes. Okay. And I told you what are the OOPS principles, right? There are four OOPS principle: encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. And to achieve these OOPS principle, we should learn the two concepts. The first concept is a class, and the second concept is a object. I told you what is class. Class is nothing but it's a collection of states and behaviors, and we discussed about the states, what is states, and what are the types of the states. It's nothing but about the types of the variables. And I told you about the behaviors, right? And in this behaviors, I discussed the methods, right? These methods are the syntax for the method, and we discussed about the signature part, that is the parameters and the types of the parameters. Okay, tomorrow class we'll discuss about the return type. Okay friends, if you like this video, if you want to take course with me, you just reach me to Sai Tanvi, Sai Tanvi 17 at the rate gmail.com. Okay, if you want to see the demo, you just go to the YouTube and just type the Sai Tanvi, so that you will get the some demo class. Okay, so that you will understand. If you like this, if you want to take course with me, you just reach me to Sai Tanvi 17 at the rate gmail.com, so that I will give you my contact number. We'll discuss about the course details. Okay, thank you very much. Bye bye.